What's up, guys? I'm back with another college basketball video. We are close to 500 subscribers, so make sure to smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And I am fired up for this Arizona-Purdue matchup. And Arizona fans, I'm back covering your team once again. But I am excited for this battle between the two giants, Ballo and Zach Edey down low. And Edey is now the best player in college hoops for the second year in a row. He's just too big, too strong, too good for him not to get his every single night. But I think Oumar Ballo is a guy who can not stop Edey, but slow him down, and a guy you can match up with him one-on-one, because I saw what Ballo just did to Wisconsin and Steven Crowl. Steven Crowl, I'm not saying he's this giant, unstoppable force for the Badgers, but before that Arizona game, he bullied Marquette, he bullied Michigan State on the boards, and so Wisconsin bullied the teams overall, but Crowl was a force in those games. Crowl is listed 7 feet tall, 250 pounds. He's a senior. He's an older senior. He's been looking good this year, but I saw Ballo, who's only listed 10 pounds heavier and the same height, but he looks so much bigger than Crowl. He looked like a man out there. He dwarfed everyone on Wisconsin. And what he did reminded me of what Kofi Cockburn used to do to Wisconsin, but I was so impressed by Ballo's size and strength down low. Everyone on Arizona was physically strong. Arizona, 4 of their 5 starters are seniors. The one guy is not a senior, Boswell, is a sophomore. He is physically strong. He's a grown-ass man with his strength. And like I said before, Edey is a guy who's going to get his, but when he matched Ballo up with him one-on-one, if Ballo can do an adequate job of slowing him down, not stopping him, that forces the other guys on Purdue to create for themselves. That limits their open looks, because the typical strategy of just about every team in college basketball, and if you want to take it to the stream, put on the highlights of the Farley-Dickinson game against Purdue, but teams just collapse on Zach Edey, and then they scramble and hope the other guys for Purdue miss. But when you go one-on-one Ballo, when Edey kicks it out, those guys are going to have to create for themselves off the bounce. It's not going to be scrambling and trying to close out on open looks. These guys are going to have to score on the Boswells, on the Loves, on the Larsons of the world in one-on-one situations. I don't think that bodes so well for Purdue, because Braden Smith and Fletcher Loyer, they struggle against guys who are physically strong, athletic, and D-up, and that's what Love and Boswell do. And Arizona's going to make life very difficult on Purdue. The entry passes to Edey will not be as easy as it's been all year. It will not be just dump it down to Edey. No, you're going to have to work to dump it down to Edey. And I do want to point this out, that Edey has played size in the past, and he's done well. Against Kofi Cockburn, he was 2-1, and that was just his freshman and sophomore year. He's a different beast now. But against Cockburn, that loss came when he was a freshman. He was a skinny guy his freshman year. Totally different player than he is now. And against Hunter Dickinson, he was 2-2. And one of those losses came as a freshman. Once again, he was really skinny as a freshman. But he never dominated in those games against Dickinson and Cockburn. The high points he scored was 19 and 20. But he is a different animal. But if I'm Tommy Lloyd, once again, guard him straight up with Ballo, and then force the other guys to beat you one-on-one situations where they're putting the ball on the deck, where they're not just catching and shooting, or catch, pass, shoot. Make them work for their shots. And you can't forget that Ballo's back up at 7'2". But he physically, Edey will have his way. You just got to hope they don't get dominated while Ballo catches his breath on the bench. But overall, I am fired up for this head-to-head matchup between the two giants. With the combination of Arizona's athleticism, their strength across the board, their defensive prowess, they're going to make Purdue work. They're going to make Edey work, and it's not going to be easy. And if you can force Edey to score less than 20 points in this matchup, I'd be very surprised to see Purdue come out on top. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, is there anybody else in college basketball who could do a better job on Edey? And who do you think is going to get the win? I'll be back with my prediction video on Friday night. Make sure to come back, and thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. If this is your first video with me, make sure to like and subscribe for more college basketball content. I'll see you next time.